Philadelphia Orchestra.
Wow.
He did the first hours with them when they did
Well, the collapse of Stephen Johnson syndrome on maybe off what? An attack and a galactic and a taxi.
Yeah!
The way he spun his butterfly stalls, it's his phalanx, with candles at both ends and its synapses. And the method in which he recycled his humor, Trojan horse, his blood-brain barrier, and raised the LT-50, yes, yes. And through the fight or fight revolution chain, the black box warrior skipped his town and added straight down his shields himself from reason in a Kevlar baby blue tuxedo, quilted from the finest fibers, flesh and fiberglass and flowers, ego mosquito, evil incarnate, good incognito, pops, placebos for libido, scurrying and bless the torpedoes, for what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back, it's looking up or looking down. Jugular when they came. Well, they found him with a map to every victim of his love and a tattoo of a blue jay on his face. And they waited for his vital signs to lie and let a flatline cry him out in Hungarian harmonic. But he cocked his noggin through the stoma, sang for all things on. Happy birthday to the succulents, all dire hydroponics. His ribcage was a hornet's nest, palpitations set to beat his vagus nerve. A Turk said not an axle hitch, a carrot bend. He wondered if price consciousness would charge a cancellation fee. Up Peterson, au revoir, he gripped his wits right by their ends. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back, it's looking up or looking down. Why don't you take a seat, get comfortable, relax, take a second if you need to. Now, what's bothering you? Well, why don't we start at the beginning? Growing up, how was your relationship with fundamentals of conscious existence? Did you have xenomorphic sinews filling out the outer center of your blooming excremental head? How about your claustrophilic tentacles clapping casting clothes and seven knuckle thumbs? Did you get along well with the Gideon Buckley or penal glands? Did you deck your eyes casting sci-fi, your SDR strands? Tell me about your nerves you steal from under boxes, bloody nose. Did Nimby and Nimbus tie-dye your ears pierced with Phineas Gage black hole? Did you die before your day? Thursday traction, Tuesday titration. My hope is to assess with my objective report of your subjective conjecture. Whether the scientific blend of expertise succeeds in your words as well as the transverbal isolation. Holistic ballistics. You got a better idea? About the best we could come up with. What, you think ideas corrected are good? No, they're spread because people like them. So here we are once again holding, as it were, a mirror up to your mirror. And I guess just something people do. A bloody knife, display your infrastructure, wind to rev your motor function, coital machinations of the dead. Well, you may line your animus, karate, chop your abacus, and learn to be an animal instead. But I never did think you better than this, your modus operandi, cause it's Nazis, Scotism, and suicide. Why did thine own self be true as you are the problem? Not the things you do, but something sick inside. Lithium and dialectics, boy, you really is defective. CBT don't seem effective for that cluster be accepted. Offer up your innocence. Please ignore the side effects. You've lost your mind and almost lost your life before, so you'll be fine. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back, and why would you want to look back? I mean, it's no good looking back, so try to look forward now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If they were gonna get you, boy, they would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back, it's looking up or looking down.
We can't save